video, we're going to look at one of the common misconceptions around the Electrickit conversion. Some people think that the Electrickit conversion is only cheaper to run than other models because it's never on. That's not the case. We're going to look at the way the Aga is built and the impact that this has on your running costs. Electric Agas should not be treated as a model. People talk about electric Agas like it's a gas Aga, or an oil Aga, or an electric Aga. Electric is a fuel source, it is not a model. There are numerous different electric models, some of which are the most expensive to run on the market, and some of which are the most economical. It's all about the way the Aga is built. Let's look more about how Electrickit does things differently to bring down fuel economy. Traditional Agas rely on a single heat source. In gas or oil, that's a burner down here, with a barrel above. In 13 amp electric, we have the barrel above, with a coiled element inside. Internally, they're insulated with loose fill vermiculite insulation. Very early models may have full as earth. On top of that, they'd have something called rock wool. It's not a good insulator. Later models will have a ceramic blanket. Internally, a huge amount of heat is lost. The idea is this single heat source moves heat and air, hot air, around the Aga to heat the whole mass. In addition, your hot plates are several inches deep. In fact, your boiling plate then has a cast iron cone underneath. It's about 40 kilos of cast iron. All of this is a huge amount of work for a single burner or a single element. When you lift your lids, heat is lost inside your ovens, meaning you need to rely on cooking on your ovens as much as possible. You're constantly leaking heat. Now, we all know that the key in our homes is to good insulation. The key to running an economical Aga is good insulation. Modern controllable Agas, therefore, produce heat and keep heat in one place in a different way. We move away from the single burner or element system to a multiple element system. Those elements are located above and below every oven. The loose fill insulation is therefore no longer needed, and we move to ceramic blanket insulation surrounding every oven. They're a giant blanket, a giant hug, keeping the heat inside those ovens. By stopping moving around heat, we therefore need to use less energy to produce that heat. The elements are responsive elements, meaning they kick in and out only when needed to retain heat and bring heat back up. With that really excellent insulation, those elements rarely need to kick in. They're kicking in when you turn the temperature up, they're kicking in when you put in some really cold food, or when you've had the door open for ages. All of this helps make the system more economical. In addition, the big game changer is controllable hot plates. Rather than constantly losing heat every time we lift our lids, from the hobs, etc., these hot plates now have a much thinner plate, and underneath that plate is an independent element. This means each hob can be turned on only to use and is therefore not constantly leaking heat. In some later videos, we'll look at the impact that this might have on your ambient heat, which is affected to some degree. The key take-home, however, is that this system can be used very much like a traditional Aga and still have substantially lower running costs. To learn more about Electrickit, visit our website www.ruralranges.com, give us a call, or come and visit us in our West Dorset showroom. We travel widely across the UK and internationally, and we'd love to help.